It's called net neutrality. Late last year, the Republican-led FCC voted to get rid of net neutrality, something that began during the Obama years. And today, net neutrality rules officially went away. California Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi, the leader of the Democrats in the U.S. House, took to Twitter today to say it's bad news.
Today, the vital net neutrality protections that safeguard the free and open internet are under attack by the Trump administration. This disastrous special interest decision strikes a stunning blow to American entrepreneurial spirit that is the envy of the world.
But also today, FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr, who was appointed by President Trump, had an answer to the big question critics have about the end of net neutrality.
Can Comcast start blocking me? Can they start throttling? Do they have new freedoms to charge me more? And the answer to all of that is no. Is that starting today, Comcast continues to be subject to rules that are going to stop them from engaging in that conduct.
Is he right? I talked to an expert on the subject, Dr. Stephen Andres from San Diego State University, who has a doctorate in information systems and technology and degrees in homeland security and business economics. Dr. Andres says there will probably be some changes, but not right away.
I don't think today of all days, especially when we are all focused on it, you're going to see the change. It's going to be something that has to be thought out by the ISPs, and they're going to likely introduce any changes over months so that the focus is off and we've already thought about other things. More than likely, any changes would be in the style of your cable television package, where perhaps every year or every couple of years, they move around your favorite channels into different packages, and so you might have to pay an incremental cost. That may happen in the future. Certainly time will tell. ISPs don't want to be the first mover here to see who's going to get the black eye in the industry. But I could definitely see a possibility in the future where your current internet monthly rate stays the same, but your provider might say, hey, do you want to save $20 a month? Sign up for this new plan. And in the fine print, it says, well, you agree that you're not going to use more than 1 gig of data at home, and if you stream Netflix, it only can be during the weekday and it can't be on the weekend.
Now, you said the internet service providers are going to be a little bit cautious moving forward. What are they going to be looking at, do you think, as they make these decisions as to what they might do?
They're going to look for the pushback. They're going to see if there are big Twitter storms about, reject Comcast or something like that. The last thing that I believe ISPs would do is intentionally slow down some other website, because that's the one that we've all called to attention. So we might have succeeded in some small way, because I don't think that is the one that they're going to take on. It's the most obvious one, and it's the one where they will get an immediate black eye. So instead, they might use net neutrality to offer you different packages in the apparent hopes of saving you money, but in reality, it will save them money on their bandwidth bill. Because let's not forget, the ISPs have to pay someone else for their internet as well.
Now, anybody listening who's obviously uses a lot of content, whether it's Netflix or whatever it is, whatever they're doing online, what would you want to say to them? Is this good news, bad news? What to look for? What are the signs of things when they start not looking so well? What they should be looking out for, basically?
Well, I wouldn't say it's good news, and it may be bad news. At best, right now we're at neutral, and it may be bad. I would look out for changes from your internet service provider. If you see anything come up in your bill that says, hey, we've changed our terms and conditions, especially after today, I would be, wary, set aside some time and actually read through that, get a big pot of coffee and read through that to make sure that there's no content caps. I see that a lot of home internet providers are going to start moving away from unlimited internet, and it'll be a lot more like your mobile phone, where you have a 10 gig or 20 gig data cap, and after that, your connection's either stopped or slowed down.
And so in the months ahead, do you see changes happening that quickly?
I wouldn't say. I'd say probably by fall or by December, they'll start introducing new packages that are completely opt-in and optional. So if you do nothing, your internet experience won't change. I think the effects of something where you have no control over it, that's several years away. But I think there'll be new packages where you can opt in, you think you're saving some money, or you may actually really be saving some money, but you will be restricted from some parts of the internet.
With lawsuits filed and Democrats in Congress working on legislation, the battle over net neutrality is far from over. Cliff Albert,